My 24M brother, 17M, committed suicide and it's beginning to affect my relationship with my girlfriend, 23F. At the beginning of April, my 24M younger brother, 17M, committed suicide. My brother, 21M, found him in his room and attempted CPR, even though he said he felt stupid because it was obvious that he had already passed. When my dad called me, I could hear him crying and he asked me if I was sitting down. Then, I was making the 6-hour drive to get my sister, 15F, from her boarding school because everyone else was visibly distraught. I felt so numb and aimless. Even as we were driving back, hearing my sister crying on and off was almost like white noise. Didn't really hit me until the funeral. I'm the oldest of 4. The one that's supposed to know what to do all the time. The save the day brother. Hearing my mom sob at the graveside, I've never heard her make that sound before. My brother and sister were also inconsolable. I think my dad was trying to put on a brave face for them. My GF just held my hand the entire time. I turned down her attempt to hold me. I think I'm more angry than anything else now, and I've been a jerk to my girlfriend, 23F, in a lot of other ways, and I'm not sure if I'm grieving is sufficient. She keeps asking me if I want or need to talk because I've been running more. Kept saying no, but eventually I snapped at her and told her that I am dealing with it the best way I can and to just give me some space. She's also done a whole lot of little things that she knows I hate doing: ironing my clothes, making my coffee, packing my lunch from our leftovers, bathing our dog, not getting upset when I don't make the bed, because I get up after her, etc. And I don't know that I've shown enough gratitude for any of it. I've been short with her in general recently. How do I rectify this situation? Like, I just don't know how to have that conversation, or any conversation about this situation, with her. I wish I could respond to everyone, but I have read everyone's comments and will continue to read them. Thanks to everyone for their kindness. First of all, I am so sorry for your loss. Losing a sibling is such a tough thing to do with. I would really recommend therapy and space. Allowing yourself to grieve and go through that process is so important. It sounds like your GF knows you're grieving, and honestly she sounds amazing. Say thank you. That's it. There are more elaborate ways: ordering her faff takeout, buying her flowers, doing a chore she hates. But honestly, saying thank you, and I love you, vocally or on a post-it note will be enough. When you're ready, try to open up to her, and let her hold you. Let her see your tears. Grieving sucks, it's exhausting and it takes time. Sending you virtual hugs from, I assume, the other side of the world. Oh man, I lost my older brother this past November. He was only 31 years old. We couldn't have a funeral because of the pandemic, so his body viewing, Christ, can't even believe I typed that out, was the funeral. My dad is 70 years old and has never shed a tear in his life. Very stoic, and he cried that day like I have never seen him before. My girlfriend stood by my side that day after me telling her countless times to please not come. I don't want her to be subjected to this, but she came into the viewing room with me holding my hands. I fell to the floor and collapsed at my knees. I couldn't believe it. The reality finally set in that he was gone. He would never meet my kids, he would never see me grow old, he's just gone. Since that time I have had bad days and bad nights. Hell, sometimes I feel like I am autopilot. Sure, I have lashed out on my partner a few times. You reach your breaking point and your partner is the only person around you, so it just kind of happens. My point being is that as long as you recognize your behavior, that's a huge first step that most don't get to until they reach the point of pushing your partner away for good. Talk with her. Communicate as best as you can. Even if you can't fathom words and you just hold each other in silence. She is also involved in this loss. She has to witness her partner at her lowest possible point and every day has to think, God, am I doing enough? Remind her that she is helping. Tell her that she is doing enough. Tell her when you need space. The more you begin this dialogue, the easier it will become. You both sound like incredible sidekicks. I am tremendously sorry for your loss and I hope you both can navigate your feelings together. Please feel free to PM if you would like to talk in private. I'm just going to say I'm sorry for your loss, because if I try to say more I won't stop crying. Why don't you write her a little note saying I see everything you're doing for me and I appreciate it. My head is all over the place as you know, and it's hard for me to say thanks. But thank you and I love you. Be honest with her about how you're having trouble handling your brother's death. You're grieving right now, so it's understandable that you're having a tough time right now. Also, I know it gets said a lot, but please find a counselor or therapist to talk to. I've lost my father to suicide and I can't stress enough how important it is to have someone to talk to. My inbox is open if you need it. I'm sorry you have to go through this. How do I, 13 meters, tell my parents I won 15k in Bitcoin? So, I have always been interested in crypto mining and exchanging. Due to this, I am in a Discord server for many crypto enthusiasts to ask questions and such. This Discord server recently did a giveaway and I won. I won around 0.3 Bitcoin, 15k USD, and I am planning on spending half and saving half. I want a way to tell my parents so they know about the packages coming, but I feel like they'll get mad at me and call it a scam. Just to clarify, the Bitcoin is real. I can exchange and purchase with it. How can I tell them about this? Edit, it was a scam, ha 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 ha. Glad I learned this lesson early in life instead of when I was older and could do more with it. Thanks for the support. I'm gonna get rich in a way that does not involve scams. Checked his previous posts. Most definitely a scam. He's being asked to pay 0.01 BTC to even withdraw the coin into his own wallet. Run buddy, you haven't won anything. This sounds like a scam. You should probably tell your parents in case you've been hacked or have a virus now from clicking a bogus link. Poor kid. He probably spent hours making a shopping cart full of stuff he was hoping to buy with the free money. To op, it's good you learned this lesson early. Nothing in life is free. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. No one wins 15k on Discord. My ex-boyfriend beat me up. I'm scared of him. 20f21m. My ex-boyfriend beat the shit out of me last night when I tried to break up with him for cheating on me. I ended up going to the hospital because he punched me all over my body and kicked me on my back. I thought he broke my back because the pain was so excruciating. Called the police but he left before they could arrest him. I couldn't even talk to the doctor without crying. I'm hurting so much I have bruises all over my body. I can't stay in my apartment by myself. I'm so afraid that he will come back and beat me up. I don't have my parents anymore and I don't have anyone to talk to. He isolated me from all my friends and they don't want anything to do with me anymore, even though I told them what happened and begged them for forgiveness. I don't know what to do anymore. I lost all my faith in life. I feel like giving up. I feel like this is all my fault for trying to break up with him. Talk to the hospital staff about getting in touch with a local women's shelter. Not go back to the apartment, especially if you both live together. The women's shelter will help you get back on your feet, connect you with counseling and assist you in finding a new place to live. Get back in contact with the police and tell them you'd like to press charges. Ask them about how to file a restraining order. Finally, focus on your healing. You don't deserve to ever be beaten by someone who is supposed to love you. That's not love. You deserve to be here in this world. You matter, and there are survivors out here like myself that can assure you that there is a good life beyond domestic abuse. You don't have to live like that ever again. I don't know you, but I care about you and you deserve to be here. Heart. Thank you. Crying face, crying face, crying face, crying face. It's not your fault. Call the police department and file a report. That way they could get an arrest warrant for him for the assault. Most states statutorily are required to issue a protective order as a result. They gave me a police report and told me they were going to look for him. I'm filing a restraining order on him today because he's crazy. Go to a woman's shelter, or stay with a friend or someone you trust. Also realize that just because the police didn't get him last night doesn't mean they aren't looking for him now. Until then, take any steps you can to be somewhere safe that he doesn't know about. I'm afraid to go to the shelter because I feel like someone is going to hurt me over there. I have major anxiety. This is not your fault. Can you ask the police for help? As is some sort of protection? Can you file a restraining order? Do you have any relatives you can stay with for a little while? Any money for a motel/hotel room? Please understand that this isn't your fault. You did the right thing in filing a restraining order on him. It's not your fault, hun. Never think that. You did the right thing by leaving someone like him. It's very shitty of him to have beaten you up like that, coward. He will get what's coming to him. I believe in karma. Just watch your back when you're out on the street or driving, that you're not being followed. Never go anywhere alone. Maybe talk to the police, see if they can give you some sort of protection. Good luck with everything. You're very strong, know that! Exclamation mark. Thank you. I needed to hear this.